Habaragani, Umoja. Happy Kwanzaa. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa, and this is very new for me because I didn't celebrate Kwanzaa growing up, and this is something that I want to incorporate in my home. Now that I'm married, me and my husband are newlyweds, and we talk about traditions and things that we want to start in our family, and this is one of the traditions that we want to incorporate in our home, in our household. And I feel like, you know, by talking about it, by, researching it, by learning more about it, it will, help, guide me through traditions in our family, and I was told that there's no wrong or right way to do it. Just do what, feels right for you in regards to celebrating this holiday. And it's pretty much an African American celebration, and it's from December 26th to January 7th. 1st, excuse me. It's not 7th first, but it's based off of 7 principles. And today is unity, or Umoja. And that's pretty much what I have to say in regards to that. But I am very happy about this because because I feel like the way that things have been going in regards to me, I feel like things are really turning its page, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it probably doesn't. But I just feel like I feel more connected to people. I feel more connected to nature. I feel more connected. And that's really big for me, for someone that always stays to myself and tend to retreat when things seems uncomfortable or when I am hurt or things like that. So I just feel good. I just feel good about how things are turning. And I just feel thankful for the people that I'm meeting along the way and the lessons that I am learning. And when I think of Kwanzaa in regards to what I've been reading up on and researching so far, this is very new to me. I grew up in the background of being a Christian, and we celebrate Christmas in my family. But it's something that as I, got out the house and had my own life and learned things on my own, I don't necessarily identify with a type of religion, but despite that, you don't have to be in a specific religion to celebrate Kwanzaa. You don't have to, it's just a celebration of our culture and our ancestors and our tradition and our community, and to just remember it and to continue to grow. That's how I look at it, from what I've been reading so far or whatnot. And I just am thankful. And this time next year, I would hope to even have more of knowledge of it, which I will, and I will be able to start my own little cool traditions within this 7-day celebration. But it's just great being around people who, are celebrating it, and who not are celebrating, but have celebrated it, so they know more about it. And you can learn from them and go to different events. Just being around, people that's full of love and things of that nature. But I feel like I'm just talking. But the reason why I came on is I just felt the urge. Now, maybe it's the full moon is the reason why I am on. And it's that energy after the full moon. I always feel supercharged and pumped after the full moon. And, the interesting thing about the full moon is that it was on Christmas this year. And the last time the full moon was on Christmas was in 1977. And from what I read in an article that a sister shared, normally it's every 19 years you will have a full moon on Christmas. However, for some reason we didn't have it back in, I forgot what year that was. We were supposed to have it, but we didn't have it. We had it on Christmas Eve for whatever reason. But normally it's every 19 years. But the interesting thing about this full moon on Christmas is that it's in Cancer, and you know that with the Christmas holiday, it's all about family gatherings and giving back and peace and love during this time period. And you think of Cancer, which is the fourth astrological sign, and that's about family tradition. That's about home protecting. It's ruled by the moon, which is another interesting thing. Which is the moon is the emotions and the changing and the water, and so it's very interesting. And the thing that stood out to me, and I didn't think about this aspect, but a sister brought it up, that we are, it's interesting that we have this full moon and it's in Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. And then on top of that, we're in Capricorn, the season of the Capricorn. And the Capricorn, is ruled by Saturn. And when you think of Capricorn, and you think of Saturn, you think of it's, some may say a harder aspects, but I feel like it's about learning lessons. It's kind of like the parent, when you think about it, and it's about learning lessons. And it's just interesting because they're polar signs. The Cancer is the polar sign to Saturn. I mean, not Saturn. Cancer is the polar sign to Capricorn. They're both feminine, but still there's the sister brought up balance, and that makes absolute sense. It is a balance, because when you think of Capricorn, and my mother's a Capricorn, but I think of leadership, hardworking, practical, logical, don't really show their emotions. And Cancer is the complete opposite of that. Very emotional, very about home, and it's just it's just different. It's just a different type of energy. So they're like polar opposites. But it's just interesting to have both of them together during this time period. So it's a kind of a balance. And I think that's amazing. And I'm thankful that she brought that up, because that's cool, or whatnot. And I just wanted to share what she shared with me. And, but yeah, this full moon energy, I always feel like super pumped, recharged, or whatever. And I'm just feeling really thankful. And I feel like with the year wrapping up, the common theme that I have been coming across is letting go of old mindsets, old paradigms, and thinking about what is holding me back from what I desire and what my true mission here, what my assignment is. What is holding me back from what I truly want, And a lot of times I feel like we are our own worst enemy. And I'm interesting because I've seen this video with Lauren Hill a lot, but there's this video that floats around. She was young. She's probably like 25 at the time, when she talked about self-mastery. And that's been coming up a lot these last few weeks of the year. Mastering self, what I'm saying. It's just amazing, the signs that we get. And I've been getting tarot cards pulled, and I've been pulling cards, and it's the same messages. It's just coming up that that what I desire is right there, but I just have to have that, just be positive and have that mindset and work on my goals and know that I can have what I want. But also understand that this is not about just me. It's about all mankind, the whole world. It's about nature and everything within that. But it's just very interesting. I say that word a lot, but I guess because there's no other way to put it. It's so complex. Let's just put it like that. It's extremely complex. And I'm just inspired. And I'm just thankful, man. And when I went to this winter solstice little gathering, and before going to the gathering, you know, there was questions that we had to answer, and I answered them. And I was just looking back on my whole year, the whole overview, and I was like, there's nothing to complain about. I really don't have anything to complain about. You know, you sometimes get so caught up in the little things. I know me personally, I get caught up in the little things that don't really matter. And then when you look at the whole overview of it all, you realize how blessed and how thankful you are. And I know that's how it is for me. I am thankful. I have really nothing to be complaining about. And sometimes we need a reminder of that. There's always somebody that has got it worse than you do, you know. And I have to constantly remind myself that your mind can play tricks on you. You just got to be careful. And that's one thing that I'm learning. I'm going into my 9th year, my personal year, number 9, which is the time of completion, endings, letting go of things, so that I can start my new year, you know, number 1 in 2017. But next year for me, number 9 is 2016, and that's also the universal year. So for the whole world, that energy is going to be 9 too. So I'm always in alignment with the universe. I think that's awesome. But yeah, so I gotta let go of some things, and sometimes what you need to let go of is so deep rooted that you don't even it becomes like a part of you that you don't even recognize that you need to let it go. That's deep, and that's just something that I have to remember. But that's all that I have for now. There's so much that I want to say and share, and I just really feels like it's that full moon energy. There's just so much I want to do and say, but I just feel like I have to just regroup and stay focused. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. And also, there's something I wanted to say. If you have Tumblr, follow me at Infinite Nature, or follow us, because my husband, you know, he's an inspiration in regards to our Tumblr, and also for, you know, the videos that I do. He's part of the inspiration too. So you can follow us on Tumblr at Infinite Nature, all one word, Infinite Nature. And also on YouTube at Infinite Nature. It's the same thing. All lowercase, all one word. But once again, thank you for sharing, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely day.